Hello and welcome back to Cabin Organic. Today I'm going to share with you the story of my very first garden here at Cabin Organic back in 2011. I started with this bare patch of field in the back of our property, and my wonderful neighbor Kathy volunteered to come over with her tractor and rototill the area that I wanted to put a garden in. Once the land was clear, I immediately got to work mapping out a medicine wheel design and used a water feature to mark the center point. In each section I planted something different. Here you can see some onions. If you look closer you can see parsley, dill, fennel, some potatoes just coming up, some cabbage and broccoli, some leeks, and a ring of nasturtiums in the middle. And in these next shots, the plants are starting to grow and get a little bigger, so you'll see two kinds of potatoes, some cabbage, some kale, two types of Swiss chard, those nasturtiums in the middle getting bigger, and I also planted an artichoke. In the two back corners, I constructed this trellis made out of sticks, and the spaghetti squash grew up this structure. Here's some zucchini and some marigolds. Here's a few more shots of the garden as it's growing and the plants are getting bigger. I planted quite a few varieties of tomatoes, and in this shot you can see some young tomatoes just being held up by some twine and some sticks. And the following shots are from the end of summer, where the produce is getting really big. A lot of it I had been harvesting throughout the summer, and as we get close to the end of summer you'll start to see the tomatoes ripen and the squashes getting large. It was amazing how much food I was able to grow in just this small little plot of land. I also had some fun with flowers in the garden. Here's some onion gone to seed and some sweet pea. And I grew 4 different varieties of peppers. Here's some tomatoes ripening and some onions that are starting to mature. And here's a few shots of the garden fully mature by the end of summer, going into early fall, and the plants are starting to be bushy and overgrown. And what was so lovely is you can still see the medicine wheel design in the whole garden. It was really beautiful. And of course I couldn't resist planting a wall of sunflowers at the back of the garden. And some more shots of some of the tomatoes just before they start to ripen and turn color. And here we are into late summer, early fall, harvesting 3 different kinds of potatoes: red, yellow, and banana. Here's some spaghetti squash and some pumpkins and beets. And here's a tomato and some peppers. I had a lot of fun in this garden that very first summer at Cabin Organic. As you can see, I was able to grow a lot of our own food for the summer and the fall and the coming winter as well. And here's a parting shot of the medicine wheel garden that very first year at Cabin Organic. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please subscribe and like, and we look forward to sharing more of our projects with you here on Cabin Organic.